everybody. How are you? It's Joanna. Welcome to the channel. You may have just popped upon me. Welcome to Color and Chat. If it's your first time, hey girl, hey, welcome to the family. Or hey boy, hey. And if you've been here before, you're very brave. And I am impressed that you're staying here as long as you are. Welcome to the dark side. We got cookies. Anyway, okay, so today I know I was supposed to color in Circle of Life, and then I was going to do the boat. And if you want to know the truth, I actually did a little tiny bit of the, well, it's not really a boat. It's like a hot air balloon with a boat. I got a little bit done on that girl. I'm all over the place. I'm not organized at all in my coloring so far, and it's April, hitting up on May real quick. I said I was going to be more organized in the new year, and boy was I. See, this is all I got done was a little bit of the, but I haven't even gotten to the balloon yet. But all of these are works in progress, and they're going to happen. But today, oh my God, you guys. So I woke up, and John, poor long-suffering husband, he wakes up and he goes, oh man. And George is like hitting him with his big smelly paw. Hey, you, get up, get up, get up. I want to go out now. And I mean, he had to be somewhere, you know. George was in a quite a pickle today. So he's telling me that he just had the nicest dream, and that we were, you know, somewhere by the beach, and I was riding a bike, and I was like, yeah, you really were dreaming, dude. I don't know if this big butt is ever going to get on a bike again. That's a funny thought, though. But, you know, I mean, it's not like I'm going to trapeze or anything. It's just a bicycle. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get a bike this summer. Who knows? Anyway, poor long-suffering husband. He's just miserable. You guys, he can't. He's dragging George around, yelling at him out in public, in front of people. Might you? Yeah, in front of actual people, trying to command the dog to poop. And he's feeling kind of grumpy because he didn't want to get up that early because it was a sleeping morning for him. And, you know, he didn't have any meetings until like 10 o'clock. And he was like, oh my God, what I would give to just, you know, please don't. And he's outside. And he's like, listen to me, you big white bag of fur. If you don't poop right now, I swear to God, I'm going to drop this leash, and I'm going to let anybody, even if they're a serial killer, I don't care, I'm going to let anybody pick you up and just take you off. I have had it with you. You better poop right freaking now. He's really tired. He doesn't ever talk to the dog like that. I do, but he doesn't. George is just looking at him because he's like, but there's a squirrel in the tree, and there's like, you know, people are driving by and slowing down and looking at him. And John doesn't know that our friend and neighbor, who's a police officer, and he's in his full uniform, and he's right behind him with his little dog, who happens to be George's buddy. George just loves him. Little tiny chihuahua. I mean, not even qualifies as a chihuahua. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 2 pounds. It's so tiny. He's so cute. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying he is a shade. So, all of a sudden, George is like, oh, look, it's Petunia. And I said, well, that's it. Now I'm going to have to, well, he's telling me this story. Because half of the neighborhood's driving by, and they don't know why there's a cop standing behind him, because he can't see his leash because he's got one of those little string leashes. You know, it's like a thread, you know, for a tiny dog, one of those little expandable things. And anyway, they think there's just a cop standing behind him. And John turns around, and he literally jumps out of his skin. He's like, What are you? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? He's like, no, I'm trying to get my dog to poop. Petunia won't poop, and George won't poop, and nobody's pooping, and nobody's cooperating, and so I am laughing listening to this terrible little morning dilemma that two grown men cannot get two dogs to drop it like it's hot, right? They just won't do it. The dogs are not cooperating. They're not going to do it. So anyway, I'm just putting the sky blue kind of behind the flowers. So when he came in, I was looking through the book. I was just, how sometimes you just kind of pick up coloring books and just skim through them and think, well, what can I do with this and what can I do with that? Anyways, so I'm looking at the book and I went, oh, look, they look like kind of petunias, like big petunias. That's what I'm going to color today. Pedaling through the petunias. And John said, you were riding a bike and you had this basket full of flowers and there were just flowers everywhere. And it was so beautiful and we were by the beach. And I was like, well, a lot of flowers don't grow by the beach, honey. I mean, you know what grows in the beach, right? Sand. He was like, no, no, no. There were flowers. And I was like, okay, I believe you. It sounds like a wonderful dream. Let's buy a lottery ticket just in case you're right. He's like, oh man, I got to go inside to do that. And that's a lot of peopling involved. I was like, go in the store and get a damn ticket and quit being a baby about it. Maybe it's a sign. I'm all about a sign. I mean, really, if I open a jar of peanut butter, it's a sign. I swear. I really do believe in that. I do. And I believe that, if you're like in a crappy mood and you're hanging around with people and you're just ranting and bitching and you're all irritated, you're going to irritate other people. People are irritated hearing about your irritations. I mean, really. If you're going to come on here on the World Wide Webby thing, give somebody something nice to talk about. Man, I mean, I know everybody's got to have a rant once in a while. I have them too. I am not exclusive about throwing a girl fit once in a while, but for the most part, you know, think about it for just a moment before you get on. And what I try to do is just take a minute before I push go and just get the good stuff. Get the good stuff. Come on, where's the good stuff? And pretty soon I've talked myself into the good stuff showing up. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's kind of like a fake it till you make it. But you don't have to fake it because it comes out naturally. So anyway, I'm doing a bicycle with a bunch of flowers on it, which is not at all what I planned to do today. I was supposed to kit up my Lily the llama, who is huge. For me, it's a pretty big one. I don't know. I mean, when you start getting into 45 and 50 colors, you're kind of, ah. And I know everybody's on their own journey and everybody's in their own place. And, to some people, a Josephine Wall wouldn't be huge. But to me, it's like, that's wallpaper, girl. And I've been known to paint, like, a wallpaper design. I actually did it on my living room in my old house because I went to the wallpaper paint store and had a coronary. I was like, what? You want what kind of money for that? Forget it. I went home. I got watercolor paints, and you know what? I just painted on the wall. And then I painted a park bench, and then I painted a huge, what is it called? The purple tree. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. I'm having a brain fart. The purple tree with all the big purple things that hang down. I painted one of those on the dining room wall. I'll throw you a picture of it later today. Matter of fact, let me write myself a note because if I don't write it down, it didn't happen. Wall mural. There. Okay. I'll shoot a picture of the wall mural so when you guys go on Instagram, you'll know what you're looking at. It was insane. My husband thought I had lost my noodle. Oh my God. He just came home and it was like I did it all in a day. A day. And so, of course, he had to, this is back when, he was flying and everything, and he had to go to Washington State to the Boeing facility for something. So, I mean, he wasn't going to be home till really, really late. And he walked in the door and was like, holy crap, what did you do? What did you do? I feel like, oh my God, I could sit on this bench right now. And I was like, well, you can. It's just a painting. It's not, I mean, I just sort of went with it. And let me tell you, I didn't wake up in the best mood that day. I was really, really like, oh my God. I was getting a little burnt out with the whole, I got caught up in so many church activities. I was like, you people are killing me. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I just need to be at home and put on my Barbra Streisand music or something really, Motowny, which I did wind up playing both of them at different parts of the day. Motown is totally after lunch, and Barbara is while you're starving. I don't know why, but anyway, I have really, really weird old lady taste in music. But then, David will play something, and I'll go, "Oh, I like that." Um. Anyway, so yeah, so it was pretty pitiful. I wish I had a video camera of those two standing out there, because I just kind of peeked out the curtain, to see, because you could kind of see them from my dining room. And I was like, huh, you've been gone a minute. I mean, what's going on? Well, of course, neither one of the dogs are pooping. They're both playing with each other. George is as gentle as he can be. I mean, with this little tiny 3-pound dog. And she is just jumping over. He's trying to sniff her, and she's jumping over his nose. Just jumping over it like it's a game. It was so cute. And here's these two grown men feeling emasculated because they couldn't make a dog poop. I mean, he came in and he was like, okay, today he's your dog. I gotta go. I was like, all right, honey. I'll claim him today. So George is kind of in the proverbial doghouse. He's not popular right now. Anyway, so I found that interesting. But I guess if we're gonna do a story, my favorite story, now I told it once before, but it really doesn't matter because when you're Irish, oh yeah, by the way, the guy with the Irish parn, you're trying to dump parn on my YouTube? Yeah, don't even bother with your stupid parn. You don't even have a tartan. You're not even a true Irishman. And I've got you blocked, but I'm telling you, son, if you come back again, yeah, we're going to cut your face off. Anyway, so, okay, I just had to say that. Some idiot was trying to come on our site and say, stupid stuff. Anyway, so for our, we had a big, fat Scottish-Irish wedding. Oh my God. There were like 35 people in this wedding party. Every time I look at the camera, I have to count. Like, hold on. I'll try to get it. I'll put one on Insta because it's always easier, but I'll try to show you on the phone. It was the most ridiculous wedding. Everybody fought about who was going to be in the wedding. And I said, okay, enough. All of you shut up right now. Don't want to hear it. From now on, you know what? Everybody who wants to buy a dress and rent a kilt can be in the wedding. And that is it, people. I mean it. I'm not playing around anymore. Hold on. Where the hell are my wedding pictures? Oh my God. Do you guys ever like take so many photographs and try to load them on your phone that you don't even know like where you are anymore? I mean, this is like a rabbit hole for me. I don't even know what I'm doing in here. Hold on. I'm almost there. Maybe. No? See, that's 2004. Oh my gosh. There's pictures everywhere. It's horrible. You know what I'm going to do? Hang on. I'll go to the gallery. The gallery is easier to find them. I know. I hate when I get stuck on... This is like, I can't go forward. I can't go past go until I show you because I'm a visual girl. So I assume that everyone else in the world is visual. But I mean, we are in a visual medium. I mean, we color and we diamond paint, and you know, our chit chat is usually an afterthought. Oh, good God, where? watch, watch my husband. Oh, by the way, I deleted or erased all of our wedding pictures. I'm like, yeah, right. Um. Anyway, so we had this atrociously large, ridiculous wedding. Everybody started fighting in the good old fashioned Irish way, and everybody wanted to be in the wedding. Let me be in the wedding. Let me be in the wedding. I'm like, okay, fine. You know what? I don't care if you're all in the wedding. I didn't have half of the wedding guests because half of the wedding guests were in the wedding. Yeah, they all crashed in my wedding. They crashed to be a wedding party. And I really just wanted to go to Vegas with my husband. You know what I mean? I was like, babe, can we go to Vegas and just let's do that. Let's do that. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. Oh, hold on. Here it comes again. Welcome to Texas sniffling. Oh, yeah, I got my lights on around. Look. She's all lit up. Is it the weirdest thing you've ever seen, really? Anyway, so I invited everybody over for, a barbecue, a dinner, whatever. And, just started mentioning, now listen, I know that none of us are spring chickens here, okay? I mean, I get that. We're not children. So, if you would like to be, and I'll never forget these words that I actually said out loud in front of people. No, it was an empty gesture. You know what I mean? You know what an empty gesture is? Oh, if you need anything, call me. That's an empty gesture. That's just a gesture of kindness because we're kind of assuming that nobody's going to call, and we don't really know that person well enough. But what happens when you drop an empty gesture is everybody shows up for it. I'm not kidding. And then, they do call. And then they do say, oh, wait. God, this thing just goes on and on forever. Okay, you know what, people? We may have to clean out the phone. This is ridiculous. All right, here. So, this was just the girl side. Let me see if I can get it. See, it won't even rotate for me. I hate you, phone, today. I swear. Are there days when you hate your phone? Like, really hate your phone? Because I really hate my phone. Oh my God. Today, I am not a phone girl. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to talk to it. I don't want to see it. I want my phone to leave me alone. And I keep getting all these stupid calls for COVID shots. I'm like, I've already got my appointment. I'm going on Thursday, so I don't know if I'll be doing an upload Thursday or not. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try, people. I'm trying, okay? Anyway, so finally we get to the damn wedding pictures. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to try to get this to rotate. Turn. It's not rotating. All right. This is my wedding party, people. It's a circus. I mean, do you see all these people? All these. Hold on. Let me try to. It's not going to focus for me. There. Okay. All these crazy people are at a barbecue at my home where I'm doing all the cooking, of course. Which is okay because that's my happy place. I mean, the kitchen I had was phenomenal. Anyway, all these crazy people start screaming at each other. I mean, I guess I have more Irish friends than I know. Start screaming and yelling, well, I want to be in the wedding. Well, I want to be in the wedding. Well, I want to be. I was like, you know what? Buy your daughter a dress, rent your son a kilt. You can all be in the wedding. Oh my God, I had no idea they were going to take me seriously. Because I made that fruity trash can punch which by the way, I'm super cheap drunk. Super, super, super cheap drunk. I'm not kidding you. 2 beers and cat beer is like a whole weekend for me. And I don't even drink beer, you know what I mean? But any kind of alcohol, and I'm a funny, happy, stupid drunk, but people often remember the horribly, horribly terrible things I do, like and and then they remind me of them the next day. I'm like, I hate you all. Um, so I'm using everything here, by the way. If you're a pencil snob, just take a breath. You're not going to like this. I've got polychromas. I've got the Brunfuners. I've got the Black Widows and the Monarchs. They're all here. Everybody kind of wanted to come and play with Petunia today. So there's a lot of colors going on, even though it's going to look kind of monochromatic, when it's done, because I want mostly pink and purplish colors and a blue background. So that's what's going to happen. All the flowers are going to be the same color, in a way. So we had the wedding, and then we went on our honeymoon. And first I had to get my knee operated on, and then we went on our honeymoon. Yeah, because I busted the crap out of my knee because I fell because this dress. People don't make wedding gowns that you're not supposed to walk in them, or God forbid go to the bathroom in them or something. I have to tell you a story about that later. Yeah, one of our wedding guests was with another wedding guest in the toilet in the event space, 2 doors down. My girlfriend is holding up my dress, swearing that this is not a maid of honor responsibility, and I'm telling her, yes, it is. And she was like, well, I don't care. I'm not wiping that. You got to figure out how to do that yourself, which, by the way, is not easy in those gowns, okay? I had a big dress. Okay, TMI. So I hurt my knee. 2 days later, I'm married, so thank God I have American Airlines insurance. Yay! And get my knee operated on, and then we go to Ireland. Now, when we get to Ireland, oh my God, this castle. I mean, John really wanted to bring it. You know what I mean? I let him do all the arrangements for this because I was like, look, you're the guy who travels for a living, you're the aviator. You're supposed to know everything, and I don't want you making any chicken crap deals. If I wind up at a no-tell motel somewhere, I mean it. You're going to see Jesus in person. I'm not playing around here. So, of course, he plans the most beautiful honeymoon. The castle is right on the coast, and you can just look out over the ocean. And our room is on the 3rd floor. And it's the whole 3rd floor, by the way. The bathroom had a fireplace in it. The living area had a fireplace in it. The bedroom had a fireplace so tall you could stand in it if you wanted to. And they lit all the fireplaces because we got married the end of October. So it's very romantical. And it was cold, and oh my God, it was really stormy that night. So the seas were breaking whitecaps everywhere. It was something out of a really cheap, tawdry romantic novel. I had never been so happy in my life. Anyway, so I needed a Diet Coke. I said, I've got to get a Diet Coke right now. I'm so thirsty, I could die. Hold on. I'm taking a sip of coffee while I talk about this. By the way, I don't drink Diet Coke anymore, so don't come for me about the Coke. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, I have this beautiful lingerie. Goes to the floor, lace around the neck, matching robe with big angel sleeves. So I look like I just walked out of a haunted house, right? And we are just, I mean, we're lighting candles all over. There's candles all over the fireplace, and there's candles everywhere. And the power is kind of flickering. The lights are flickering off and flickering on and flickering off and flickering. And I'm sitting there. And I'm kind of taking off my makeup and all our travel clothes, because when we got married, which was like 100 years ago, not really, but it might as well be in aviation. I mean, you dressed to travel. You didn't just like slum it. But so I was just getting ready, and I reach over and my Diet Coke is like, I mean, I had it here, and I look over and it's all the way over here. It's like 5 inches away, and I'm like, what? No, I'm tired. I'm tired from the trip. That's all there is to it. I'm just tired from the trip. So, they left a beautiful basket full of, fruits and cookies and biscuits and all kinds of, lovely things. And I reach over to get a biscuit out of the gift basket because not only am I tired, but I'm kind of hungry. And you know how it is when you're tired and you're hungry. You think you're seeing things. You really do. And I turn around out of the chair. I get up out of the chair. I get a cookie. I come back. The Diet Coke that I moved from here to here is now over here. I went, okay. So, he's in the bathroom, changing from his clothes into his, jammies, and he's just kind of puttering around and brushing his teeth. And I walk up and just pop him right on the back of the head. He's like, what's that for? Honey, what's wrong? And I was like, that's for you and playing the Coke trick. Thanks a lot. He said, what are you talking about? He literally did not know what it was. Now, I know that my husband is definitely one for a prankster and a practical joke every once in a while. But he's really like, sweetheart, I didn't do this. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. And I grab him and I'm dragging him from the bathroom into the bedroom area where this vanity is. And I said, you didn't do that right there. And we both turn our heads slightly to the left. And there is a damn ghost looking at both of us. Full on. Full on. I was so scared. And he looked at me. And then he kind of held his hand out like towards John. And John sees it too. So I know I'm not psycho. Okay. And I know I'm not mental because my husband, maybe we're both mental. He is literally grabs me and he pulls me behind him because this is what Germans do. They love to they walk in front of you, not because they're rude. They're very protective. And he's a Scorpio, so he's really protective, which is kind of sweet. It's kind of a thing I like about him, but, not in a weird way. Just like, oh my God. And he grabs me and I screamed so loud and just grabbed the key that was on the end of the bed, and we ran out of that room, down the stairs, by the way, in our night clothes, okay? And it's the end of October. I don't know if you guys know how cold it is, the end of October in Ireland. It's freaking cold, especially when the winds kicked up and everything. We run, literally, through the lobby. The concierge is looking at us like, honeymooners, woo. Those damn Americans, they're so weird, He's making no notice of it at all. And we both run to the car. Now, I mean, I'm not kidding. I have my key for the car. And I sit in the car. And both of us are shaking like chickens. We were terrified. Because we didn't know. Good ghost, bad ghost. He got an attitude. Is he coming for me? What? I mean, my God. All of our stuff's in the room. The one thing I never told ever in this story, I never admitted it, but I will today because it is National Story Day. And I figure you guys deserve it if you really want to hear it. I left without my underwear. We all know that. But we all don't know that I kind of lost it in the car. And I wet the seat. And I just sat there. And it just happened. And I was younger, so I had bladder control. You know what I mean? But when you see something that you're not supposed to see, that, like, I mean, God, if God wanted us all to go around seeing ghosts, He'd make them a lot easier to see. That wasn't supposed to happen. So we sit in the car for 3 hours in a urine soaked peignoir, and I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to get out of this situation? I mean, I need clothing and I need a shower and I need underwear. Anyway, daylight comes and John is marching into the hotel and he's telling them what happened. And they're like, oh, that's Howard. Don't worry about Howard. Howard's never hurt a soul. Yes, it is. The hotel is haunted. It is 600 years old. And, I mean, many people have come and stayed here, kings and queens and duchesses and all of that. And I think Howard just kind of, likes to celebrate the happy moments, because it seems like he always goes to the happy couples rooms. And my husband just basically said, well, F Howard, I paid a fortune for that room. Get him out or get us out, because we're not sharing with him. He's not invited to my honeymoon. So they had to get us another room, and the concierge came out to the car and he gave me this big, beautiful bathrobe. And guess what? I got married 20 years ago. I still have the robe. Hell yeah, I kept the robe. The least you could do. I mean, it's beautiful. It's hunter green and it's got a tartan pocket. It's a man's robe and it's got the name of the castle on it, which I'm not going to ever refer that castle to anybody again. He was like, well, I hope you'll enjoy and come back and visit us maybe on your anniversary. And I was like, buddy, I wouldn't come back to this place as a ghost. I mean it. I'm not coming back even if I'm dead. Forget it. So there's my honeymoon story. And no, we didn't get a picture of the ghost. It's like, everybody in this generation is like, well, did you Instagram him? I'm like, no, we didn't. But they did pay for my dry cleaning, and they got us a new rental car. They really did as much as they could, but you gotta remember, I mean, now today, if I said the name of that place, boy, I'll tell you what, I could book it solid for a month because of all the ghost chasers and the weirdos. But back then, and I'm talking about like 20 years ago, when I got married, um, ghosting was not a fun thing, okay? It's not a sport. But as the years went by, and we did get one or two pictures of the room, because the room, I'll put that on my Instagram. The pictures are not really great because they're 20 years old. But if you see it, and the canopy on the bed that comes all the way from the ceiling, and the window that opened to the sea that you can just see all the whitecaps. It was, I mean, because we checked in just at dusk, and we were going to just order room service and call it a night. Oh my God. It was a beautiful place. Do I want to go back there? I don't know. Jury's out. I haven't said no. I never say never, because as soon as you say never, you're going to wind up in the lobby again. But it was a lot of fun. Anyway, okay, so this is my my little story for International Story Day. You all know I have more, but it's one of my favorites because it's romantic and it's kind of stupid and even a little creepy to some people. But I hope that Howard is resting in peace. Every time I talk about him, which is not a lot, I don't talk about him a lot because, I don't think it's fair to gossip about the dead unless you're saying nice things. Yeah, he was there. He was there, he wasn't invited, and he didn't pay for my room, and so he had to get out. But I hope he's resting in peace. I really do. And, I hope he's not acting like a crazy old pervert to all the other honeymooners. So listen, you guys, I will post a picture of her when I'm done because I'm getting there pretty quick. She's the cutest little bicycle ever. I don't know what she looks like on film, but I'm hoping she'll look good. Um, and have a happy Tuesday. Get online and tell a story. And if you want to leave me a comment, thank you. And if you want to buy me a coffee, the link is right below. Just click the little arrow down and it will show you. All you have to do is just click on and it buys a $5 coffee. And it's a one-time thing. And I appreciate it if you did. And if you didn't, you're still my friend. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're all having a great, great day. And yeah, tell somebody a cute little story today because I'm not the only one with stories. You all have them. So tell somebody a story because it's National Story Day. Anyway, take care. Love each other. Love yourself. And shine on, people. Shine on. Bye.